Hello everyone, my name is Anish Tandon, and today I'll be discussing an increasingly important topic within national security, which is the integration of artificial intelligence into the field of national intelligence. So, AI has exploded in popularity over the last few years, and we've seen it transform nearly every industry, from finance to healthcare to entertainment, and now inevitably the government and intelligence. So, in fact, between 2023 and 2024, federal use of generative AI increased ninefold, according to the US Government Accountability Office. So, that alone shows us that AI isn't just a trend, it's becoming a permanent part of how our government operates. So, what I'll be discussing in this video is walking you guys through how traditional intelligence analysis works, what AI adds to that process, how major tech companies like Palantir are shaping federal AI use, the risks and limitations we need to be aware of, and finally, what this means for the future of US national security. So, to begin, let's talk about traditional intelligence analysis. So, to understand how transformative AI truly is, we first need to understand what intelligence analysis looks like without the use of artificial intelligence. So, traditionally, intelligence analysts rely on what's called all source intelligence. So, that basically means combining multiple categories of the intelligence cycle, and it's going to include sectors such as human intelligence, signals intelligence, imagery intelligence, open source intelligence, and finally, measurement and signature intelligence. An analyst has to take all of this information and manually piece it together, look for correlations, eliminate irrelevant data, and form a hypothesis about what may be happening or what might happen next. So don't get me wrong, this approach works, but it has two big weaknesses. First, information overload. Analysts are dealing with more data than ever before. When you're looking at thousands of data points under time pressure, like you're inevitably going to miss something. Second, human cognitive limits. AI can examine millions of patterns or variables simultaneously. A human simply can't. For example, if an analyst has thousands of satellite images to review, there's always a chance they might overlook a pattern, something small, subtle, or just buried in the noise. AI, however, can sift through an enormous amount of data almost instantly, look for patterns, anomalies, or correlations. So this is why the National Security Commission on Artificial Intelligence says that AI can, quote, find patterns, detect threats, identify correlations, and make predictions at a scale that can far surpass human ability. So in our next section, we'll talk about what AI adds to the intelligence process. So what does AI actually change? AI has the power to perform every step of the intelligence cycle, but faster and more accurately. It can collect and process data automatically. It can analyze it far more quickly. It can run predictive models. And finally, it can present insights or threat assessments in real time. This means analysts can focus on judgment, decision making, and interpretation instead of spending hours sorting, filtering, or cleaning data. AI also opens the door to predictive intelligence. Instead of reacting to events, agencies can forecast them, whether that's predicting cyber attacks, identifying suspicious activity patterns, or even anticipating geopolitical shifts. So, this shift towards AI doesn't replace analysts. Instead, it gives them a far more powerful toolkit, one that speeds up investigations and reduces the risk of missing something crucial. So now we'll talk about big tech's role, but specifically in the case of Palantir. So to understand how AI is being used in the federal government today, we can look at a company called Palantir Technologies, which is one of the most influential companies in the space. So Palantir was founded in 2003 and is led by Alex Karp with involvement from Peter Thiel. So today it's valued at over a whopping $400 billion, and its core mission is deeply tied to advanced analytics and AI driven decision making. Palantir's AI tools can analyze real time data streams, detect emerging threats, forecast market or behavioral trends, and even help agencies visualize massive data sets clearly and quickly. Recently, the US government purchased Palantir's Immigration OS platform in a massive $30 million deal. So, this system pulls together huge amounts of immigration related data, flags patterns, and identifies individuals who fit specific criteria. This contract alone shows how urgently federal agencies want to integrate artificial intelligence into everyday operations, not just for national security, but for administrative and law enforcement functions as well. The US is not adapting AI casually. The government is actively partnering with lead tech companies, and they're building long-term AI infrastructure that will shape intelligence for decades. So now we're going to talk about the risks, biases, and ethical concerns. So, of course, the growth of AI and national intelligence comes with serious risks and limitations that just simply cannot be ignored. So, the first major concern is privacy and civil liberties. This is because AI can track online activity, process surveillance footage, run facial recognition, and analyze data from billions of sources. This raises an important ethical question. Where is the line between national security and unjustified surveillance? So while AI can improve threat detection, it could also lead to overreach. Another major issue is bias. AI systems are only as unbiased as the data they're trained on. A good example comes with the Compass Risk Assessment Tool, which is an AI tool that was used within the criminal justice system, and it was found to disproportionately label Black defendants as high risk. So, investigators concluded that these errors weren't accidents, and they were actually tied to the design decisions and biased data of the AI model. So, this shows that while AI can be incredibly powerful, it can also be dangerously flawed if the training data is skewed. So, these risks highlight why ethical oversight and transparency must develop alongside the expansion of artificial intelligence. Otherwise, technology can do more harm than good. And before we wrap up, let's talk about the future of AI and national security. So, looking forward, AI is going to be a foundational part of the national intelligence community. As models get more advanced, they will provide deeper insights, more accurate predictions, and faster processing times. So, investors, politicians, and federal agencies are already pushing for a rapid adoption of this technology, but the key will be balancing innovation with ethics, privacy, and accountability. If we maintain that balance, AI has the potential to strengthen national defense, streamline intelligence operations, improve decision making at all levels, and finally, ultimately help create a safer and more informed world. So, to conclude, AI represents a powerful opportunity for the US intelligence community, enhancing everything from data analytics to threat detection. But with that power comes a responsibility. To fully leverage AI, the US must prioritize ethical transparency, bias prevention, and responsible implementation. If all of this is done correctly, artificial intelligence will not only transform national intelligence, it will reshape the future of global security.